Hi, it's Shelby. For my cultural competency project, I chose to do Emerald, and in the first vlog, I explained what we actually talked about in the Emerald session, which was sexuality, and I need to explain more about what I believed before I went to Emerald, and then how I felt afterwards. So really, before I went into this Emerald, and I knew that the topic was sexuality, I was always the type to think like, okay, sexuality has the in-depth parts of sexuality I never really thought about. Since I'm a straight person, then I never really had to think about like the more in-depth things about like being gay or asexual, transsexual, pansexual, bisexual. I never really put much thought into that. And I went into the Emerald. I did go into the Emerald with the open mind about like, okay, I could possibly learn a lot of new things, even though I truthfully don't care much about it because it doesn't affect my life because I'm straight. It doesn't affect my life much, so I thought that everything, I would just be learning new things, not changing the way I felt. So before I went to the Emerald, no, during the Emerald, I had began to question myself, like, is this really important? Like, do I really need to know about the different forms of sexuality? And I figure myself as a pretty like open person. Like, I don't judge people based off what they prefer or what they like or what they do. But after this Emerald session, I just felt like I started questioning, like, am I really that accepting of different people? I mean, I am accepting of different people, but it's just really hard to wrap my mind around anything but what I know, which is straight. So to like bring up all these topics of different sexualities, it's like, wow, I didn't know that there were so many different types of things that you can be, because I never really had to experience any of that. And I just question, like, should I get to know the different forms, or does it not matter? I don't know. I just really question whether or not it should really matter to my life or not.